In the year 1975, the Hells Angels MC set its sights on Australia, marking the beginning of a dramatic tale. With an ambitious vision, they established their first two charters in the vibrant cities of Melbourne and Sydney. The motorcycle club wasted no time in building their illicit empire, capitalizing on their notoriety. As the Hells Angels expanded their criminal operations, they also cleverly secured legal streams of income. Cunningly, they intertwined themselves within mainstream industries, using them as a front to launder their alleged ill-gotten gains. The authorities, suspicious of their activities, believed that the Hells Angels were using the legitimate business world to mask their dark endeavors. However, the Australian underworld was not solely dominated by the Hells Angels. A number of motorcycle clubs had firmly established their presence, their influence deeply rooted in the past. Among them, the Cherry MC held the title of the largest Australian rocker club, while the Rebel MC commanded respect within the scene. During their prime, the Rebels boasted an impressive 70 chapters and thousands of members and allies scattered throughout the country. They were the unrivaled kings of the Australian biker world. The Bandidos MC, another formidable force, also found their way into the Australian landscape. With their first chapter founded in Sydney in 1983, they quickly established themselves. Interestingly, the founding members consisted of 11 former Comanchero MC affiliates, adding a layer of rivalry and tension to the unfolding drama. Territory disputes between the most powerful clubs in Australia were a frequent occurrence, as they vied for dominance. Fast forward to the present, and the rocker scene in Sydney had experienced a seismic shift. Influential figures within the clubs had been swiftly apprehended by the authorities, causing a significant blow to their power structures. While the Hells Angels faced adversity elsewhere, they continued to strengthen their grip on Sydney's criminal underbelly. Experts recognized Sydney as a crucial region within the underworld, making it an enticing battleground for control. In a bold and provocative move, the Hells Angels publicly announced their plans to establish another charter, known as the Basic Charter, in the heart of their rivals' territory in southern Sydney. Speculation arose that this audacious maneuver was a direct response to the weakened state of their adversary, courtesy of law enforcement. The chessboard was set for a tense confrontation. Reports emerged, suggesting that an entire chapter of the rebels had willingly undergone a patch over to the Hells Angels. This unexpected betrayal caused shockwaves throughout the biker community, altering the landscape of alliances and loyalties. The Hells Angels seized the opportunity to fortify their ranks, while the rebels grappled with internal strife and division. In the midst of this brewing storm, a startling revelation emerged. Jason Fay, the former national president of the Bandidos MC, announced his defection to the Hells Angels. Fay was no stranger to the criminal underworld, his name synonymous with controversy and notoriety. Renowned for his involvement in illicit activities, his decision to publicly display his patch over on social media, accompanied by the caption, "Ready to Rumble," sent shockwaves through the underworld. As the news spread, it wasn't just Fay who was affected. The impact rippled through the Bandidos MC, enticing other members to consider following in Fay's footsteps. The Hells Angels grew stronger with each defector, solidifying their position and further cementing their dominance. Amidst the growing tension, law enforcement struck. On a fateful day, July 5, 2023, a specialized police unit descended upon the house of a Hells Angels member, launching Operation 5 Dog. Across various locations in Sydney, raids were executed with surgical precision. Amidst the confiscated contraband, a Hells Angels vest and a Bandidos Perfect jacket were found, marking the initial targets of the operation. The commanding officer of the Special Task Force, known as Raptor, declared this operation a warning, an unmistakable statement that they were vigilant and prepared to retaliate. Although the Hells Angels in Sydney had never reached the same scale as the rebels, their global influence lent them immense power. As the largest motorcycle club in the world, their reach extended to over 60 countries. The Australian president of the Hells Angels, now absent from the country, was believed to have gone into hiding. Despite his physical absence, authorities suspected that he still held the strings of control, orchestrating operations from afar. With 7 charters under their belt in Sydney and its surroundings, the Hells Angels stood as a formidable force. The changing dynamics of the Australian underworld hinted at the possibility of a new chapter of violence and upheaval. The authorities could only speculate, waiting to see how this unfolding saga would develop. As this dramatic tale continues to unfold, only time will reveal the twists and turns that lie ahead. The clash of motorcycle clubs, the struggle for dominance, and the ever-present specter of law enforcement will undoubtedly shape the destiny of these underworld titans. With bated breath, we await the next chapter in this enthralling saga. Thank you for joining us on this thrilling journey. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and a subscribe. Until the next time we meet behind the bars.